Man, Face Hunter's just stupid at this point, man. I'm 23-9 with the deck. Obviously, that's not insane. It's not as good as it was just slightly before. There's a larger sample size now, but still, after over 30 games, it's got a 72% win rate. And is just steamrolling everything. Like, everything that's not Priest or Control Warrior, this deck beats. And I'm not kidding. Like, if you look at the win rates here, and I don't know why it's counting these two decks as different. They're almost exactly the same. The only difference is I took out a Knife Bender and put in a Piercing Shot, and it said it was a whole new deck. Anyway, if you look here, win-win, lost to a Priest. Win-win, lost to a Priest. Lost to a Priest, lost to Control Warrior, lost to a Priest, lost to Control Warrior. Everything else this deck beats. It's insane. Also, mirror matches are 50-50s because whoever pops off first, and they're usually pretty close. And I got lucky in the last 2 or 3 of them, so like that, those are a bit outliers, but this deck is phenomenal. Just a hard mulligan for 1-drops, the Imprisoned Felmont, Pack Runners, and Mancrix, and it'll be fine. Trampling Rhino's bad, Arcane Shot is bad, but these 2 cards are very good. And I have the coin, so if I can draw a Pack Runner, the game's over. I basically just win the game if I can draw a Pack Runner. It's so silly. The mirror match is decided a lot by that. He gets that. That's fine. We've got to do this to try to keep it alive. We've got to do that to apply pressure to the board. I know that I said I wanted to save for the Pack Runner, but if I had gotten the Taunt or Charge Demon, I could save the coin. But in this particular situation, I could not do it. I could not save it. We just continue to go wide here. Hit that, it stays alive. Do that, it's fine. Don't have Wound Prey. Don't have Wound Prey. Let me continue to capitalize on this board. And we'll be fine. Mancrick. It's understandable. It's understandable, for sure. Yeah. For sure, for sure. Wound Prey. I was saying that I hoped he didn't have it, but luckily I ended up getting it, which is great. So now we get to go boom, 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 kill this off. We have board presence. And it's all because that extra tempo from that coin. Don't go face. Okay, well, never mind. We still have a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty bad. This went from, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win this, no doubt, because I got that extra board presence, and the 5-4 will probably not hit my face, too. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, that is really bad. Oh, gosh. He does damage to himself? Adorable Infestation I don't really care about. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do 10 damage to him. I need him to not do damage to me. Or alternatively, I get him down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get him down to 6. But then that doesn't set up lethal the following turn. This way I set up lethal this turn. With my hero power. He's got to come up with 7 damage on 6 mana. Piercing Shot hero power does it. I think that's basically it. Arcane Shot. Wow. Wow. You fucking Tracking's not great. But both of these cards are like the 2 highest win rate cards, or 2 of the highest win rate cards in Hunter. Wolpertinger, very lucky to have drawn a 1-drop there. We get to actually get the tempo rolling. I think even though we don't get to combo off with the Pack Runner and play other spells, I think it's still good to just play it turn 2 to apply that pressure. My hair is a mess right now, man. Wolpertinger, it's fine. Wait, Wolpertinger? What the heck is this? Double trade. I've been wondering why trade there. It's just because I want to preserve the pack runner. I feel like he'd be able to kill it with this and the 2/2, but should probably just be going face. It's a face deck. I should not be thinking that hard about this. What if I just ignore everything and go full face every time? Would that improve or lower my win rate? Because my win rate with Face Hunter is pretty good most of the time. Like, my win rate with Face Hunter is surprisingly good. 17-7 this season alone. And last season, it was like a 70% win rate over almost 80 games. I feel like I'm good at the deck. So I feel like I know what I'm doing, but at the same time, I also know that there's always room to improve, and I need to be a little bit more flexible on when I do things, which is what I'm trying to be right now. I'm in more of an improvement mode right now than specifically climbing. So if you guys, whatever you guys think, if you guys think that I should trade more, trade less, and like only go face, or continue doing what I'm doing, I'm more than happy to continue discussing this, because I think that the discussion and learning what to do, like as a group, will help all of us improve as players, right? I mean, even though I think that I know what I'm doing most of the time, there's always going to be some times when I don't. I think I go Imprisoned Felmaw and Quick Shot. Get myself a minion here. The reason why I want a Quick Shot is because one Quick Shot's already going to be useless if I play Barrack, and it does a little bit more damage than just playing the rifle anyway. And this right here is why Rogue is in a really bad spot right now. Why Rogue is considered, I think, the 8th place class right now. I think. Wait, hold up. We have the numbers. According to Hearthstone replay, it is, yeah, Rogue is 8th, and it's because they just don't have the healing to keep up with the damage. You've got Aggro Shaman, you've got Death Rattle Demon Hunter that can do like 9 damage of burst turn 9 with the Illidari Inquisitor and have it attack twice. Not to mention Insane Tempo. You've got just aggro decks in general that are just gonna kill you, right? They're gonna kill you way too fast. So many. And because of that, you gotta realize that Rogue is just not in a good spot right now. So even though that's part of the reason why I haven't been playing Rogue decks either. Because even though I want to, and people have been like, have you tried out this Rogue deck? I'm actually trying to improve at the game right now. And if I'm playing a really bad deck that I know I'm going to lose with, I'm just going to get tilted and not improve at all. So why focus on that when I could just try to win games? That's actually a decent play. He's forced to do it, and it's definitely not optimal, but he kind of has to. We get to get Old Growth. The game's already over at this point. Like, he should probably just concede. We curved out so well. This should be illegal, what we're doing to this poor guy. Again, he can't deal with the damage. We're just going to go full face, especially into a Rogue. I think into decks like Rogue that can't deal with the pressure, going face is correct. Same with Mage. Almost never trade him. But I don't know if that's cookie cutter for every single matchup. We'll figure that out. Once again, Mankrik is very good. We don't want to keep the spells. Worst case scenario, we can coin out Imprisoned Felmaw. I do want to save the coin for the Kolker Pack Runner, though. It is very nice to have. But I think that what we have to do here is we do have to just coin out the Imprisoned Felmaw, unless we draw a 1-drop. If we draw a 1-drop, there's flexibility. And that's what we want. We don't, so we still coin it out. It's not a bad play. Like, all things considered, coining out Imprisoned Felmaw is not even bad, actually. It's not even, it's actually quite good. Despite what it sounded like I was saying, like it being meh. It's very good. It's very solid. I would highly recommend making a play like that. So if you're ever on the coin and you're like, I might want to get rid of the Felmaw because I want to look for a 1-drop, you don't have to. Especially into a deck like Priest. It's gonna be infrequent that they have another minion on the board like this to contest the 5/4, right? So because it's not always going to happen, I think it's don't hit the minion. Oh god, it hit the minion. Oh, that's terrible. And sometimes it won't work. Sometimes stuff like that's gonna happen and it sucks. He's gonna Hysteria the 3/4. I have to just hope it hits the 5/2. There are other things I could have done. Wait, what? Interesting. He's giving me a card, which is historically aggro's worst characteristic, not being able to draw stuff.
Hungry, aren't ya?
I'm gonna say we just trade and keep going face. And this is where I think trading is the correct call. Because if he has Apotheosis, if he just has it, and he kills my 5/2, I'm in a really, really, really bad spot. If he has Apotheosis. If he has Apotheosis, I'm gonna lose. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I need to kill that minion off, because if I don't, and he gets a 7/8 lifesteal minion that I have to hit twice and he heals like 14, game's done. That's it, right? So we gotta kill off all the minions that could potentially do that. And that will make this a little bit more difficult. Holy Nova doesn't actually do that much. We're gonna go with this. I hope it's charge or the plus damage. It is the plus damage. And I will tracking once, but we won't overcommit the minions. I want to find the Crescent. The Crescent's very good for this deck when I have the Trampling Rhino in my hand. So, thought process, he's got Condemn. That's why he used the Holy Nova to get the board to the place that it was. In practice, I don't know. So, the plan is to go hit. Arcane Shot his face. Hit again. Trampling Rhino. Hit again. And I think this is lethal. I didn't actually do the math on this, but I think that it's lethal. There we go. Okay, yeah, we had lethal. And I don't know, maybe trading was incorrect there as well, but I do think that trading is, in some situations, mostly priest, the correct call. Because just playing around Apotheosis, it's a bad matchup anyway, right? So why not try to do some flexible things to try to win, as opposed to just playing the same cookie cutter method in a bad matchup. That's like saying, I don't know, I don't know an analogy right now, I'll think of one in a bit, but I don't know, I think that trying something new isn't bad against a bad matchup. Like, you're already going in thinking you're gonna lose. Minus the tracking, this hand is phenomenal. I don't know how it would be better. The universe said, no, you want a tracking. And I listened. I don't know what that was.
Let me work my magic.
Initiate Coin Demon. No, there's no reason to Coin Demon right now. I don't think. Yeah, we'll pass. I think the better play would be to play this Coin Demon and just generate a couple of extra minions this way. No, we'll Coin Demon, I guess. Gosh darn it. Place it like that, so that way Combustion can't kill all of the minions, because if he has a dormant minion in the middle, it can't target everything. So you'll have to target the 3/2 specifically. Brain Freeze, actually? Okay, it's fine. I don't know. The Pack Runner play didn't end up working out. I just was like, the Faceless Felmaw is really good here, right? Because with this particular card, against a deck that doesn't run minions, this is basically delayed 5 damage to the face, almost guaranteed. So I thought, let's go for it. And as long as he doesn't get a minion, 5 damage going to the face. Warsong Wrangler to get a Trampling Rhino. We're fine. He's trying to draw 1 card. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough for him. We could get a minion off of this. If he gets a minion, it does technically... Okay. I was going to say, it does technically, like, potentially delay the 5 damage. but he didn't, so we're fine. We're actually good. Again, we can just go with you. They all have 4 HP, so placement doesn't matter. Get a trampling, push some more damage, and pass. Double Incanter's Flow is really good, though. I will say that much. So the fact that he got double Incanters is the only feasible way that I could see him coming back and winning this game. Unfortunately for him, I don't think it's actually going to happen because I had a really, really good early game. And I'm just going to Trampling Rhino, go right over his 2-2 and do a ton of bonus damage to him. So it should be fine for me. But we're in a really good spot here. Not to mention the fact that we also have an Arcane Shot and Hero Power that we can use to hit him later on. So this is going to be how much damage? Like 11 damage this turn? Okay, stops that. That wasn't even going to be 11 damage this turn. It was going to be like 8. But still, I'm going to push 5 damage and get out a big minion. He's down to only minions in his hand. So he has to top deck a good spell.
You want to cast a spell?
Okay, you could technically randomly generate a good spell as well, I guess. That's fine. He's still looking for a minion. And he's just done. It's turn 5. And there's nothing he could do because he's Mage, and Mage just sucks right now. I like this hand. I don't want to keep Warsong Wrangler into this particular matchup because I think I need more spells and stuff to maintain control. But I like this hand a lot. We have a 1-drop that can contest the board. We got a way of generating little dudes. You know it is, little dudes. With the Kolker Pack Runner if we're able to generate a couple more spells. And yeah, this is great. This is absolutely fantastic. Nature Study is a bit annoying, but fine nonetheless. Man Crick will be a great turn 3 play, by the way. Boom, boom. We're hoping for damage or charge. Yes, okay, we got one of them. It's great. Boom, turn 3, and then by turn 4, hopefully we have a couple more things that we can play with Kolkar Pack Runner. 2 1-drop spells, maybe. At least 1 1-drop spell, maybe. Lose a Gibberling. Doesn't lose a Gibberling, that's fine. I've really got to just keep pushing damage, though. Because here's the thing, right? With a deck like this. The problem with the token Druid, and the reason why it sometimes loses, is because the turn that it sets up, it's still vulnerable. It could be wiped, or, alternatively, it doesn't have anything defensive, so you can, you know, hit them pretty hard. So if their developmental turn is weak, or if their developmental turn isn't strong enough to threaten an OTK the following turn, as the hunter, I just ignore it and keep going face. Because I'm like, okay, this is a weak turn where you leave yourself vulnerable to continue getting hit. And then you also don't have enough damage to kill me on the crackback. Overgrowth is fine. Weird, though. Very weird. I didn't expect that. He goes down pretty low here. I do want to try to keep some of these things alive, so I'm going to try to keep or protect Manprick to the best of my abilities. Because now if he cleaves, right, he can't cleave Manprick, which is good. But yeah, I think he loses here. I don't think that there's anything he can do to win the game now. Just saying. I don't think there's anything he can do.
Now, how about...
Even if he gets Guardian Animals, and it's perfect. It's 2 cleaves, and he cleaves and kills Mancrick, or it's cleave and it's draw. And this lives with 2. Right? In order to do it, he has to Lightning Bloom, so he's overloaded. And there's nothing he can do to follow it up, and we just win. Fantastic. So I don't want to be mean, but I'm a hunter with a Kolkar Pack Runner in hand with a coin and an adorable infestation. And my other Spellburst card. This game, over. Game's already over. I don't even know why he's still here. Trev, get out of here. If I end up losing this, I have to keep this in the game because I am way too overconfident. That's kind of just BM, honestly. Feels toxic. If you don't end up playing a spell. Oh, but the rest of my hand's really bad with the 2 piercing shots. But I guess down the stretch, turn 6 and 7, assuming we make it that far. Doing an extra 3 to 5 damage per turn is probably enough, right? Interesting. I do think I commit to it this turn, though. And then make this 4 HP, so that way it doesn't end up dying to anything. We kill this off with a rush minion. We pump this up, make it a 3/4 so it doesn't die to quick shot. If he has quick shot and another damage item, or not damage item, damage spell, yes, he can deal with it, but most likely it's not going to happen. I don't know why I started doing all the time, but I've really started upping my ing, and I think it's bad. No! Wait, that's fine. Currently lives with 1. Tracking. Give me a cheap spell or something. Arcane Shot is actually quite good. I'll do the same thing he basically just did to me. And I get to conserve a rush minion. Play this. Rush 1 in. Go face with these 2. And now we have good board presence. More cards in hand. Better cards in hand, probably. Like coming into turn 4, turn 5. Turn 4. Boom. Turn 5. Trampling. Turn 6. Boom hero. Turn 7. Boom hero. The only way I get wrecked here is if that's explosive. And even if that's explosive, it's fine. It's not fine. It's freezing? That's fine. That's why we attack with the rush, because that way we might be able to get something out of it. We go for trampling and go face again. This is good. It's fine. Like I said, coming into this position, this is exactly the thing that we want. Pump up once. Trade. That way this doesn't die to explosive. Trade. We don't end up even losing any damage off of this. We know it's probably explosive. We still get to keep that. I was supposed to hit first and then go that, because then that would have lived and I would have had an extra 1/1 on the board. But even if he plays trampling, then I respond with a trampling and arcane shot, and I think I should be able to win the game next turn. So, all things considered, pretty good game. Pretty good game. Pretty good game. Pretty good game. I think I played well. I'm still waiting for him to make a play, though. I still have to, like, it's more of a formality at this point, so I'm just chilling. But I take 6. Oh, he doesn't even play a minion. Fascinating. That's actually kind of interesting now that I think about it. Boom, arcane shot. Next turn we finish him off with this. But him not playing the trampling rhino and leaving a minion on the board does play around my trampling rhino and my piercing shot. So this Trev guy actually did end up playing pretty well, considering like the matchup and the fact that he's still going to lose. He still made the most out of it. He still tried his best. And you know what? I gotta respect that. He didn't have another way of responding to it this time, so he just had to do it. But very nice. Honestly, I say that in the nicest way possible. Boom, hero power. And we just shoot him and he's dead. Yeah, he played that pretty well at the end there, trying to play around the piercing shot and trampling right. I respect that.